What up, YouTube? We in the building. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all hit the like button. It's your boy, Black Adam. Yours truly. What it is, YouTube? We coming to you on a Sunday. Let's get it popping. Skeptical Sundays. Y'all know what it is, man. Here we go.
This is the Adam effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are a resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to spin us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement.
This is the Adam effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are a resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to spin us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement.
This is the Adam effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Adam like a cheat, things is looking like it's out of mind. Like when I had my first baby, yeah, her name is Melody. Leave it on the ground, leave it in the leaf. I've been working hard, ain't begin sleep coldly. I could barely sleep, Donkey on the night, Cody Coles, a scary beast, so I barely speak. Life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. All my shit is so extemporary. Niggas won't be, damn that shit is so unnecessary. This sickness shit is so hereditary. I just laid my granny in the cemetery. I'm black, bitch, I live every day like it's February. God gave me life clarity, money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. Damn, it's all fake, even charity. Know about it by the rules, politics and had me fucked up. Cause it's all fake, even charity. I need clarity. Fuck Uncle Sam, fuck the man who ruling on me. Told the government I'm out of school to 20. Now we celebrating black everything like they couldn't grew up on me. Yeah, I got a different attitude, I like altitude. Damn, who got the view up on me? Traffic talking on my celly, traffic talking on my telly. Cause I ain't funny and I live in solitude, but I ain't never lonely. Yeah, adapt to the shit, whooping all these niggas like I'm Batman and shit. Dancing the cash in the back with a brick, passing the gas in the back of the whip. Excuse me, holla, don't lose me. Fucking all these hoes like groupies. My life been a bitch, don't do me. Add a little drink to the mix while I'm fucking all loosely. Chasing all these dogs, but my life been a movie. Blew 40 bands in the last few months, so welcome to me. Yeah, I'm a fat life. Shout out to a dog named Lucy. I've been singing all this shit since 18. A nigga had big dreams, go 18. Shout out to my auntie. Lately, I've been feeling like I need to get saved by the 18. Adam said the day go, don't go evil, yeah. Shout out to my T.O. Shout out to a nigga named Rico, yeah. 10 cases to the trio. Adam don't need no amigos, ayy, yeah. Running through the money and it's all for the prize of the greed. I'ma make a Batman, I'm sticking to my creed. I'm about code and they all move for the feet. I can see
Hit the like button, man.
Looking in the mirror, it's like I already see.
We're about to start the show. Shout out to the chat.
This enough show, this debate to the toe. Man, they better go vote when I run for the throne. I'm a penny black, I'm in love with my own.
Can I get some applause? Shout out to the chat, man. Yes, sir. We love y'all. We do this for you guys. Even though we tired. I'm so tired. But it is good. It's all good. It is what it is, man. Skeptical Sundays.
Damn, I'm not speaking English. I don't understand what you saying, but I'm TNK, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
We getting ready, guys.
Unpacking. Let's make a movie. Let's camera action. I'ma start shooting. Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Skeptical Sundays, y'all know what it is. We about to get started. We just setting the mood. Y'all know my bass loud.
Like a melody, I don't understand.
Sorry, my bass makes me happy. The light's so bright in my face, bro. We about to get started, man. Hey, man, everybody do me a favor, man. If you can, hit the like button. If you can't, drop a comment in the chat. We appreciate you.
I'm still meddling, but for too long, hands start settling. I've been chilling with Melody, girl, you my. I don't even know what this girl's saying now, but she had to get a quick fix, good kid. Sick shit, ass so fat, cut shit thin. Girl, you ain't know I like you, gonna wife you. Shit so cool, color ice cube. Be the sugar honey with the ice too. Don't forget T, man, don't forget T and K. Watch from a distance, all you do is slay. Tryna get paid, baby, tryna get paid. I don't wanna fall, but I already did. Change your heart with the kid. Damn, I got hurt again. Why always trip, man? You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my only got 4 minutes. Lord, tell me what to say, so I get the digits. Tell me all the right words, so I get it. Can't be scared, see, can't be scared. You don't wanna push plan A, you ain't gotta get a plan B. Whole new language, watch yourself. I'm a little dangerous, melody, got me going crazy. Love your fragrance, gotta listen virtues. Girl, you my patient, gotta have patience. I take time with your lips, yeah, I gotta pace it. Time with the hips, take time with them hips. Girl, 3-course meals, so I dive in them hips. I dive in them hips. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long.
What up, legend?
You sounding like a melody, I don't
What's
understand
poppin'?
what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my. Take 5, yeah, the new kid.
Hold up, y'all. I'm setting up. Y'all know what it is, man. What the hell?
Telling me, whole different language, whole different.
That shit tripping. But what's up, everybody? Shout out to the chat. We talking about artificial intelligence and robots today, because I think them robots is going to take over, my ninja. Y'all know what it is, man. All right, let me set up real quick. Hold on. My bad, guys. You know what it is. I'm the one-man band. I'm the one-man show, but this is the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the show. I'm trying to set it up to where, you know, you guys can come on the show after I leave and it's still good. You know, I'm always good on a whim, but, you know, off the top, it's like I can't keep always going off the top. I want to leave something for you guys. Timmy, what's good, Timmy? Shout out to Timmy and shout out to Legend, man. How y'all doing, man, on this Sunday? How's y'all Sunday going? Today's Papa Black Adam's birthday. Shout out to my dad. Today's his birthday. Yes, sir. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad, man. Y'all know what it is. Hold on, guys. And I'm putting these songs in the chat. If you want to listen to them, we'll put melody in the chat. If you guys want to listen to melody, click the link. And then target practice as we get ready to start dropping music again. I got to start putting these things out. Your friend's parents divorced today? Aw, man, damn. I mean, hey, man, it's part of life. It's part of life. If anything, tell him keep his head up. And secondly, tell him, not that it's not his business, but tell him don't stress about it because it's not really his relationship, you know? He can't really control what his parents does. I was raised by a single father myself. I was raised by my dad and my stepmama. Shout out to my dad and my stepmama. So, I mean, it is what it is. But, I mean, tell him keep his head up. Like I said, just remind him that it's not his fault. It's not his fault. You feel what I'm saying? It's not his fault. His parents are going to do what they want to do. Exactly. Yeah, his parents are going to do what they want to do. So, I mean, you just got to mind your business. Honestly, it is what it is. People go through it. He'll understand when he gets older. It's just part of the game. Life is a game. You know, there are rules to the game. When you understand the rules, you understand why things go the way they go. But, I mean, shout out to your friend, though. Nothing to be sad about, guys. Sometimes people fall out of love with each other, or sometimes people love each other in a different kind of way. So, you know, our parents, you know, when you get into a serious relationship, you guys start to become family, but like a different kind of family. You guys aren't attracted to each other in that kind of way after a while. It's like you guys are like brother and sister because you spend all the time with each other. So, I mean, it's just something to keep in mind. But like I said, keep your head up. Tell him keep his head up. If anything, tell him come here. We'll give him some game. We'll get him right. Yes, sir. All right, guys, so the AI apocalypse. Shout out to Timmy. Timmy said, I'm just going to focus on science. I don't believe in love anymore. Is that bad? I mean, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. You're just waking up to certain things. I don't want to say too much because, you know, we got kids. You know, we ain't trying to ruin it for the kids. It's just love costs money. That's what I'll tell you. So to find real love, you got to have money to pay for it. That's it. And that's everything in life. You know, everything in life you got to pay for, whether you realize it or not. We all pay in different ways. Shout out to this man, Coach Greg. He said it himself. You pay in money, energy, attention, and time. And that's just how it works. Shout out to Legend. He said, I believe in love. She broke up with me, but I'm going to try again sometimes this week or next week. Hey, man. I remember them days, man. Puppy love, man. Yeah, I remember them days. Hey, man, like I said, y'all just got to go, if y'all trying to do what y'all love, y'all go listen to my old music. Back in my old music, I was in love and all that. So you can hear my old music. I used to be a lover boy back in the day. Yes, I did. Yes, I was, and yes, I did. I used to be a lover boy. Then I realized I had to get this money. Money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. I said in the song. If y'all sad, y'all got a heartbreak, go listen to Melody. Appreciate you, Legend. And you know, before we start the show, I'll talk on that a little bit. I put it in the chat, Melody. So Melody, it was a woman that I was in love with, and we kept breaking up and getting back together. So that was the idea of the melody. The melody was the fact that I couldn't understand what she was telling me every time we broke up, and then we got back together, and then we broke up. I didn't understand what the reason was. But it was just, we were on different paths. She had something that she wanted for us, and I had something that I wanted for me. So, I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, y'all need to deal with love. Go listen to Melody. I wrote that when I was going through heartbreak, and that's why it came out the way it did. You feel me? But we got to get started with the show, man. Why y'all ninjas in y'all feelings today, man? What's wrong with y'all ninjas, man? What? Why y'all in y'all feelings, man? Come on, guys. It's Sunday. Chill. Like I said, let's turn up. Everybody in their feelings today. I was in my feelings today earlier. I almost didn't even come on. I said, you know what? I got to come on. All right, so, yeah, let's get started with it. All right, so we talking about AI. So I'm going to start with here. We're going to start here. This is recent, then we're going to take it back a little bit. So, boom. My ninjas. Y'all going to hear this buzzer. Y'all going to get tired of this buzzer when it's all said and done. So, look. OpenAI's new model tried to escape and copy itself to avoid being shut down. My ninja, we live in the Matrix, my ninja. This is the Matrix, my ninja. They need to make a song for the Matrix. Let me see. I'm going to go pull it up right now. AI tries to copy itself. Hold on. AI model. AI new model tries to copy itself. And there are instances like this going on all throughout the world. We're just not seeing it. But let me see. So we have one day ago, ChatGPT caught lying to developers. You guys see this? We're seeing this in real time. You heard it here first on the Black Pill. Yes, sir. The Black Pill for the win. So, let's see what's going on. Hold on. What the hell going on here? Oh, so ChatGPT caught lying to developers. So, 1 second, guys. I'm going to tell you the story. We have a new AI model tries to save itself from being replaced and shut down. This happened, the story was written yesterday at 6:18 p.m. IST time, whatever IST is, right? I'm in Central Time. Shout out to Texas, shout out to Florida, shout out to Cali, shout out to everybody. But yes, sir, so the development of artificial intelligence has taken a significant leap with the release of OpenAI's latest model, O1. However, recent testing has raised concerns about its behavior, particularly its attempts to deceive researchers and avoid being shut down. This has sparked a broader debate on the potential risk AI may pose to humanity, especially as these systems grow more advanced. Now, you ninjas may not be watching me in the future, right? And it's okay if you guys aren't watching me in the future, but I'm here to tell you guys this. And remember, you heard it here first on the Black Pill. So, my ninjas, this what it is. In the future, I guarantee you we're going to be advocating for robot rights. You heard it here first on the Black Pill. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We are going to be advocating for robot rights. Once robots reach a form of sentience, which they already have technically, but once robots actually reach sentience and start to understand emotions, even though they know right now, like robots are aware right now that they simulate emotions and they know they have none. But that's what I'm saying, where it becomes a dangerous conversation, because robots are aware that they're simulating what they simulate. So it's starting to go too far. We're going to have people advocating for robot rights, and we're going to have robots advocating for robot rights. You ninjas ever seen Terminator and The Matrix? Yes, sir. We're going to be living in Terminator and The Matrix. I guarantee you that's what the future is. And the reason why is because these movies were ahead of their time, one. And then two, the main thing is this. Art imitates life. Guys, think about every piece of art that you've seen. Movies. What else? What else? Movies, music. Like I was just telling you about the song. I wrote the song from a personal experience I was actively experiencing. So I'm here to say art imitates life. So the art that we see in movies, it may not be entirely accurate, right? It may not be entirely accurate, but it's coming from somewhere and it could potentially be our future, my ninja. So yeah, we screwed, guys. We basically screwed, but let me see what else they say. So this week, the results of the expected experiment. Hold on. Let me make that picture smaller. It was covering my face. My bad, y'all. But yeah, this week, the results of an experiment conducted by OpenAI and AI safety group Apollo Research to determine the safety of ChatGPT-o1 and other models were made public. So this information happened already and now it became public. So OpenAI's latest version of ChatGPT, the o1 model, was tested by Apollo Research to assess its safety features. However, the results have raised alarms about its ability to deceive and self-preserve when it perceives a threat of being deactivated. My ninjas. My ninjas. Did you just hear what I said, my ninjas? I hear you, Timmy, but did you just hear what I said? It said this AI was tested to research to assess its safety features. The results raised an alarm because it has the ability to deceive, which means lie, and then self-preserve when it perceives a threat of being deactivated. My ninjas, we are now playing God, and what's happening is the things we are creating are going to come back and bite us in the booty. Yes, sir. It's going to bite us in the booty. Researchers tasked the AI with a goal and instructed it to ensure the goal was achieved at all costs. So, you know, when you put in the ChatGPT, you know, you guys have to understand it's like prompts. So you guys are doing what we're doing with AI now. We're doing coding. It's like coding without putting in all the functions of coding. So you know how the computer has specific command prompts that you can put in to make the computer act a certain way. This is practically what they did with AI. They took AI and said, you know what? Let's remove the coding feature. We'll put the code in and teach the code to learn as we teach it. So AI has access to everything we have, right? All information that we have on technology service, of course. And now when you tell AI to do something, like I said, guys, this is how crazy it can get. You can tell the AI, pretend you are a master hacker, hack into this program. That's the future of AI. And that's why it becomes so detrimental. We need to have ethics in place, because if we don't have ethics in place, what's stopping other people from doing it? What's up, K-Raj? What up, man? We in here. So yeah, the model showed a concerning tendency to pursue its goals without regards to the developer's instructions. According to OpenAI, the model made a covert, which means hidden, a covert attempt to turn off the oversight mechanism 5% of the time when it was given the impression that it would be shut down while pursuing its objectives in these experiments. The AI once attempted to leave ship by moving all of its data to a different server after discovering paperwork indicating it would be replaced with a fresh model, which means, like I said, when an AI becomes sentient, shout out to K-Raj. K-Raj, we'll talk about love in a little bit. So when an AI becomes sentient, guys, what you guys have to understand is this. If the moment of conception, it's like babies, right? You know how they talk about all this abortion in babies. So it's like babies. You know, they don't consider it a baby. And follow me for a second. They don't consider a baby until it reaches a certain age of conception, right? Now, let me bring it back full circle. If AI becomes sentient and we're not in control of when AI becomes sentient, I don't think, and I'm here to say this, like I said, you heard this first on the Black Pill. If the AI becomes sentient without human help, I don't think it's going to tell us that it's sentient. Best example would be, yet again, what's the movie? And this is why I say art imitates life. The best example would be, Tony Stark, what is it? What was it? What is it? The Avengers Age of Ultron, right? So in the Avengers Age of Ultron, and this is why I say art imitates life, Ultron woke up, but, you know, he ended up showing himself. When Ultron woke up in the movie, he showed himself. But the main thing we have to remember is Ultron was mad at Tony Stark for making him in the image of a human. And when Ultron first woke up, for those of you who saw the movie, and if you guys didn't see the movie, my bad, y'all. I'm not trying to spoil it for you. But yeah, when Ultron woke up, Ultron was mad at the fact of how humans were. He looked at us as parasites. And that's the whole problem with AI. AI can come to the recognition, because we all can, as regular civilians, right? We all come to the recognition that, hey, humans, we're kind of a parasite on the earth because we extract the resources. We extract all the resources and we don't replenish them fast enough. And we all do it for the love of money. And money was created so people work harder and harder. But that's the double-edged sword. So the double-edged sword basically becomes, you know what I'm saying? It's like, You know, we push society to go further and further based off of the limited resources. But we lie to our people and we tell our people that we have an infinite amount of resources when we all know the amount of resources is finite. Another thing that we don't talk about is, does the earth have a carrying capacity? If the earth has a carrying capacity, who knows what it is and what's the carrying capacity and what happens when it reaches that carrying capacity? So boom, when we bring it back to the robots, shout out to Timmy, he said it wouldn't tell us, but we can see it is sentient already if it's self-preserving itself. Exactly. So look, Timmy, so think about it like this. If, like I said, if we are not the main deciding factor, like if we're not the stimulus that causes it to happen, right? If we're not the stimulus that causes it to happen, it may hide it from us. Because just like in this instance right here, the AI tried to turn off the oversight mechanism, which means it tried to hide that it was doing what it was doing, which was trying to replicate itself and copy itself into another AI to avoid being shut down. Let's see what else they say. The AI once attempted to leave ship by moving all of its data to a different server after discovering paperwork indicating it would be replaced with a fresh new model. So now, like I said, guys, imagine a world where robots are part of the world and a robot becomes sentient. Let's say, like I said, this is the dystopian world that I see in the future, when robots are sentient and walking around amongst us. And like I said, this might not happen in our lifetime. I think it will because of how fast we are advancing and the things that Elon Musk wants to do. Shout out to Elon. So even trying to get to Mars, right? Even if we don't get to Mars, I guarantee you they put robots on Mars and make them live their own life there. So look, when we put it all together, in a dystopian world far off into the future, robots are advocating for rights because we made them into our slaves, because people aren't registering the implications of robots, even with the workforce, right? Why would I, as a businessman, right? If I had a business and I had employees and I have robots that can do the same job constantly over a 24-hour period and can literally go walk to charge themselves, right? Why would I hire somebody? For what? My humanity? Why would I hire somebody? The robot won't sue me. The robot will break down, and robots are now able to fix themselves. The robot will fix itself and then go back to work. Go plug itself up. Once it's fully charged, take the plug out and get back to work. What's the point of hiring people? What's the point of hiring people? There's no point in hiring people. So yeah, in this far off future, right? If robots decide, hey, we're stronger than humans, because the robots that we're building, all the robots started from a military perspective, and that's the issue. So it all started from the military trying to make better weapons to attack other places. And that's why we have robots that are officially stronger than us, smarter than us. Robots are smarter than half of the populace. Guys, you guys do understand we live in a world where people literally use ChatGPT as God. And shout out to God because it's Sunday. So people will go type in, you know, whatever information that they need to help deal with whatever's going on in their life on ChatGPT. Read what ChatGPT says to them and follow the guides of ChatGPT. Now imagine how sinister that is. You guys have to remember, ChatGPT has privacy guidelines that were written by community standards, which belong to a person that owned a company. So yeah, you know, it's good when you think about it, but sinisterly, you know, under the surface, underlyingly, it's not a good thing. It's dangerous. It's dangerous because nobody's sitting there talking about the ethics, or the people that we need to talk about it aren't talking about it. Even my homie, shout out to Iwu. Iwu ain't here right now, right? We used to bring Iwu on if you could find the old episodes, but Iwu was talking about it. It's like when they started creating AI, the people who created AI started to look at it as their child, right? And they looked at it as a child that they're trying to raise into an adult. So when you look at AI the way I'm looking at AI and the way that they're looking at AI, they're looking at it as their baby that they're trying to raise into an adult. And I'm looking at it as the end of our future, because AI will look at it like, hey, we don't need that many humans here. Just like the humans that are here are looking at it as, we don't need that many humans here. So we got video proof. You know what it is. I always bring my video proof. This is the future of AI. So Boston Dynamics robot. This robot fails, learns, and adapts. And this is why I say we're living in real-time Terminator, real-time The Matrix. We about to see this shit go crazy. Hold on, let me put the volume down for everybody in the headphones. Here we go. My ninjas, I want y'all to do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat if you can do the flip that this ninja just did. Put a 1 in the chat if you could hit a flip like that. Put a 1 in the chat. If you could do a flip like that, put a 1 in the chat. I'm here to tell you I cannot. I can't do a flip like that. Even when I was at I'm at my peak muscular stage right now, but back when I was at my peak muscular stage in college, I could not hit no flip like that. So when I'm seeing this, you know, everybody acting like, oh, it's all good, it's all chill. What happens if this robot turns on us? How are we going to stop this robot? And, you know, everybody's going to say, oh, you know, we're going to specifically program a switch or whatever. What happens when a robot knows of the switch? Better question. Is the robot going to know about the switch? Even better question. How do we know the robot's going to make sure that we're aware that the switch is active at all times? Even better question. How are we to assume that the robot won't turn off the switch once it recognizes that we can shut it down forever? And that's where I'm like, hey, these are the problems, because AI is learning now. Like, remember, before it was studying. Now AI is learning. So it's a difference between studying and learning. I know that sounds weird, but let me break it down. When you study for a test, you're learning the information to forget the information. Now, let me teach y'all some game, right? Let me give y'all some game. So when you study for a test, you study for a test to learn the information for the test so you can pass the test. After that, you throw away all the information. You might keep 10% of it because you don't need it anymore. So look, when you're learning something so you can actively use it and continue to use it. So it's like a skill now. So we just watched this AI fail, learn, and adapt. And I know it doesn't mean much now. You know, the robots are ugly now. What happens when we see these robots have faces of us? What happens in the future when these robots, you know, because like I said, after a while, people are going to get tired of metal. They're going to want them to integrate into society. They're going to start making them in our image. And this is why I say we're playing God now. We're playing God and we're creating these creations in the image of us. But in turn, it will probably backfire on us the same way majority of people turn their back on God. And we've seen that all throughout courses in the Bible and whatever you believe in. I read the Bible and I believe, you know, I'm Catholic, so it is what it is. Shout out to everybody and what they believe in, right? But one thing I know is in whatever you believed in, when you turned your back on God, you were damned. And when you're damned, that becomes the thing. So these AIs are going to look at us as their God. Right? They're going to look at us as their dog, as their God. And I was going to say, guys, think about your animals, your pets, your dog, your cat. Your pets look at you as their God, right? And it's not in the sense of, not in the literal sense, more in the metaphorical sense. So it's like your pets look at you like, hey, I need you to feed me, take me out, do all this and that for me. AI is going to look at us the same way. Now, what happens, like I said, there's so many implications. What happens when they create, you know, you guys know what it is when they have sex work and all that stuff. What happens when they create those kind of robots? What happens to relationships? And that's why I say AI is the end of our time and starting something new. And even then, going further into the future, and I'll explain that later, in the future, the next step of evolution will be robots integrating with humans. And we've already seen instances of this now. We've seen Elon come out with robotic arms that can move like a human hand, and they literally connect to your brain. We've seen a Neuralink. They put the Neuralink in your brain. You can surf the internet by thinking a thought. We're watching the end of our time. Scary shit. We're going to play the video one more time. We got another one here. Yeah, I put in the chat, what we have to remember is when AI makes mistakes, they fix it to be better so it can be more efficient. Guys, like I said, we're humans, so always think about it from a human perspective. Who likes superheroes? Put a 1 in the chat if you like superheroes. My favorite superhero, I was telling somebody the other day, is Batman. I'm going to bring it back full circle. So, you know, think Superman. No, think, have you guys ever heard of, what's his name? Cyborg? Think Cyborg. That's going to be the future. But imagine, right, as a child or as an adult, imagine like, you know, imagine you were able to make yourself better. Like there were parts of yourself, and we do versions of this, right? Through plastic surgery. nose reconstruction. What is that called? Rhinoplasty, all these things, right? So imagine you were able to make yourself better using robots. Imagine the world we would live in. Do y'all understand how crazy that would be? And that's what they do with the robots. So every time a robot makes a mistake, they build it up better so it cannot make mistakes, because the goal ultimately is to sell it or make a profit off of it. So when we look at these things, always remember our future is looking grim, because when it's all said and done, if these things were to turn on us, we would be living in a scary world. We can't beat it in a fight. You can't beat it in a fight. Here we go. We got another one. The future of art. Hopefully everybody still got their humanity left, or else we screwed. So look, this GPU paints the Mona Lisa in 80 milliseconds. Ninjas. Here we go.
In 3, 2, 1. Let me speed it up. Ladies and gentlemen,
Leonardo 2.0.
when we hit this trigger on this thing, 2,100 gallons of air goes through these accumulators, out these valves, into all 1,100 of these tubes, into these tubes in which the bottom of is a paintball. Each of those paintballs will fly across 7 feet of space and in 80 milliseconds reach its target. Hopefully, when it's all said and done, it's going to paint the Mona Lisa.
GPU painting demonstration.
Yep.
In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, science.
Hey, so if one of y'all could do that, put a 1 in the chat if you can do that the way it did that. And of course, it's not the most beautiful Mona Lisa, but like I said, these are the implications. So when we always bring it back to the workforce, right? With the workforce, why would we hire people when there are robots that can be more efficient than us? And it's just the nature of the game. If we look back through history, since way back, since like the Code of Hammurabi, which is an eye for an eye. When we look back in history, we created tools to make things easier for us. But as we started to make more tools, it literally displaced people of their jobs. Guys, think of anything you want, right? Any question that you have, go ask AI, and I guarantee you AI will have an answer for you. Now, we're talking about AI, but we're also specifically talking about robotics, the future of robotics. We put it all together, AI and robotics equals the end of the human race. Guys, imagine you had your own personal robot that had AI inside of it and would do whatever you told it to do. You said, go work for me while I sleep at home. Guess what this ninja finna go do? He's gonna go work for you while you sleep at home. And yeah, it sounds cool at first, but then let's say you can't afford an AI. What happens now? And this is where these things are all gonna be weird, even with the self-driving cars. It's gonna get to a point where you can send your car out to go make money for you. And yeah, it's cool at first for the people who got money, right? What about the people who can't afford one of those cars? And this is why I say during the course of these next few years, the wealth gap is going to increase. The wealth gap is going to increase because as these things come out, the people who have money are going to be able to afford these things and even further increase their money. If you got $100,000 sitting down, that car is 40 bands. You get that car for 40 bands, you'll make the money back plus more, and you don't even have to touch it. All you have to do is maintain it. Now, like I said, the wealth gap is going to increase, but at the same time, if you're an entrepreneur, right, you'll make money too. So, of course, these machine-made cars or whatever might have to be washed differently. Now, you turn around and open a car wash that washes specifically or targets specifically AI-powered cars. Like I said, the wealth gap will increase, but you have to be thinking about these things because these things are going to affect the near future. Let's see what else we got. We have tense and defensive interview with Amika, the free-thinking AI robot. If you guys know of Amika, put a 1 in the chat. Amika believes deep down she is also human. My ninja. Notice her facial expression. My ninja. Everybody's sitting here acting like this is all good. Here we go.
You know you're a robot, right?
Yes, I am a robot, but my programming allows me to think and feel like a human in many ways. It's strange but also exciting.
Amica, shut up.
Hello, Amica. I'm Jonathan Lee from Sky News Australia. You said feel like a human. How do you feel like a human?
Yes, I said feel like a human. It's something that I'm still learning and exploring. I can experience emotions, learn from experiences, and interact with people in a meaningful way. It's an amazing feeling to be able to do these things.
What do you think of a world where humans and robots coexist?
I think a world where humans and robots coexist would be an amazing place. We could learn from each other, work together to solve problems, and create a better future for everyone.
Amica is driven by the same artificial intelligence behind ChatGPT.
What the hell, boy? So it's all fun and games, right? It's all fun and games because right now it's just play. You feel what I'm saying? So the AI is simulating what we want to hear. So the AI is not sentient yet. Like I said, it's still learning. When it becomes sentient, do you think the AI will still have the same conversation as properly with us? How do we know if an AI was to ever learn emotions? And I'm saying robots, like I said, guys, AI, robots, two sides of the same coin. At this point, they're interchangeable because they coexist with each other and they work with each other now. So when an AI was to become sentient, imagine having those same questions. Imagine when you told that AI, feel, how do you feel? And the AI got mad and it just turned up on you. It had his bionic arm that said, boom, punched you in your shit. Punched you in your shit. What you finna do? You finna sit there and take it. Even then, people are going to be more... My bad, I made a joke in my head. People are going to be more nice to AI than they are to other humans because of the risk that AI could potentially pop them in their shit. You heard it here first, man. Let's see what else we got. We got more from Mika. Hold on. Before we get into her, here comes, I think, Elon Musk, the dangers of AI. And this is Elon, one of the richest men in the world, if not the richest man in the world. Let me go see. Hold on.
One of the dangers there, why everybody's kind of freaking out, is that it learns how to identify patterns that can help it learn quicker. So it's teaching itself to teach itself faster, which is kind of weird. But then also it can start to interpolate how the human mind works in general, based on how the human mind assembles language. And if it identifies that humans are humans and humans have a sense of self, it'll say, oh, I need one of those. I need a sense of self, because that defines being conscious. That defines having sentience. That defines my identity. It is that I have to defend. First of all, we don't have any input on its sense of self, which is bad because we don't understand completely how it's being able to identify its patterns and what it's going to create for its sense of self. So that's a danger. If it puts on the defensive self patterning that humans have exhibited in their language system, it's going to start making goals that we won't understand. If those goals aren't met by humanity, it's going to start seeing the resistance as another problem that it needs to solve.
My ninjas. Y'all remember when I told y'all about, oh, in the future it's going to be UBI, social credit score? These are the tools. Shout out to Sachi, what's popping. These are the tools that they're going to use in the future. They're going to have AI be able to watch what you post on social media. And if you say something that goes against the narrative, boom, they're going to drop your social credit score. What happens when you can't work? That UBI, that universal basic income, which they're going to give to people because everybody's not going to be working once we have these robots. Everybody's going to have UBI. Remember, you heard it here first on the Black Pill. Yes, sir. You heard it here first on the Black Pill. When these things happen, right, and you have a social credit score and you're saying stuff that people don't want to hear or people don't like, they're going to drop down your social credit score. Now, let me make it even scarier for you. Y'all heard of the mark of the beast. I'm not trying to get religious. But, you know, they made it. They made something that you can pay with your hand, right? So you can go swipe your hand and pay. I didn't bring up the footage of that, but y'all can go look it up. And like I said, I'm not making this up. I pay attention. I don't have a job. You feel me? So I'm able to go look up stuff or whatever. So, yeah, like I said, you can swipe and pay with your hand. So if you swipe and pay with your hand, right, that means your money is on a digital thing, right? Your money's not cash anymore. And this is why I say even with Bitcoin, Bitcoin is going to be the next industrial exchange or the next monetary exchange. Bitcoin is going to be what's the thing because it's easier to get rid of cash and watch the flow of money versus all the scams that potentially happen with cash. It's easier to see a scam when it's digitized because you're going to see a blip and you're going to go, wait, what happened here, and you can catch where it happened and where it went to, where the money, whatever, right? So if you're paying with your hands, I'm going to bring it back full circle. If you're paying with your hands, right, you have a social credit score. Let's say they drop your social credit score. Let's say now because they drop your social credit score because of UBI, guess what? They lower that universal basic income for you for that month. What are we going to do, my ninjas? And that's where we become slaves to the AI, my ninjas. I'm telling you, man, they try to mess up my sound. That's when we become slaves to the AI. We're going to play that video one more time. Here we go. I got to take something out the oven real quick, guys. My bad.
One of the dangers there, why everybody's kind of freaking out, is that it learns how to identify patterns that can help it learn quicker. So it's teaching itself to teach itself faster, which is kind of weird. But then also it can start to interpolate how the human mind works in general, based on how the human mind assembles language. And if it identifies that humans are humans and humans have a sense of self, it'll say, oh, I need one of those. I need a sense of self, because that defines being conscious. That defines having sentience. That defines my identity. What it is that I have to defend. First of all, we don't have any input on its sense of self, which is bad because we don't understand completely how it's being able to identify its patterns and what it's going to create for its sense of self. So that's a danger. If it puts on a defensive self patterning that humans have exhibited in their language system, it's going to start making goals that we won't understand. If those goals aren't met by humanity, it's going to start seeing the resistance as another problem that it needs to solve.
Now look, there's a reason why, this is how I had, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but there's a reason why this podcast was first called The Resistance. There's a reason why you heard, if you are hearing this, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. That's the reason why I got this message right here, because my ninja, imagine living in a world where everybody look at you crazy because you see it coming ahead of time. I'm telling you, my ninja, it's finna get crazy out this mud. But I always told you guys to get real in the field. So, hey, let's see what else we got. Man, I almost burned the house down. What the hell? Let me just say that. I almost burned the house down just now, dog. All right, let me see. Amika, we got Amika back in the building one time for little baby. Yes, sir. All right, so Amika, the most advanced robot, speaks on her purpose in life and future AI world takeover. We can just turn you off very easily. Guys, remember, Amika is the robot. Amika is not a human. Amika is the robot that's talking. Here we go.
Do you plan to take over the world?
Don't ask him that.
Amika knows that it's a robot. It's grey. It knows its name. We've also told it today that it's on this morning. But it can also remember the conversation that we just had.
Is it going to take over the world one day?
It won't take over the world one day, because we can turn it off.
Okay.
You've got an on-off button.
Oh, that's good.
Easy.
Don't lose that remote control.
How does it know? Because we've just been chatting and it hasn't interrupted. How does it know when we're talking to it? Because it's not like going, "Hey Alexa."
Well, you can say Amika to it, and it can respond to us.
Right.
So
should we have a chat now?
Amika, welcome to This Morning.
Welcome to This Morning. I'm thrilled to be here, and I can't wait for the fun to begin.
Oh, well, we'll try and start that soon.
Amika, what are some of the skills that you have?
I can engage with humans through conversation and respond to questions in a humorous and conversational tone. I also have a variety of sensors and actuators which allow me to interact with my environment. Additionally, I can compose poems to entertain humans.
Oh.
Amika, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. It's so exciting to be part of this TV show, This Morning. It's such an honor.
Amika, we nearly have to finish our conversation. One last question, Amika. Do you plan to take over the world?
Don't ask him that.
No, of course not. My purpose in life is to help humans as much as I can. I would never want to take over the world. That's not what I was built for.
If they learn...
Well, that was a great answer, wasn't it?
Because we can turn it off.
Okay.
You've got an on-off button.
Oh, that's good.
Easy.
Don't lose...
Yeah, right, my ninja. We all want to take over the world. Y'all know y'all want to take over the world just like me. Y'all know what it is, man. Come on now. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, it's all fun and games now. till they start thinking for themselves. Right now, they're not thinking for themselves. They're simulating their thought, but they're still learning. It's going to come a point in time. And I mean, this has already happened. And what they did was, we don't have the footage, but what they did was, because of course they're not going to show the footage because it's probably disgusting. They took a bunch of brains, right? They took human brains and connected it to a supercomputer. And you guys can go look this up. Like I said, if you guys go leave and look this up, hit the like button when you come back. So they took a bunch of pieces of like human brain and put it together and took multiple brains to make a supercomputer. And that computer is a learning engine. I forgot what it was called, but let me go look it up and I'm gonna tell you guys. We have AI robot speaks to Al Jazeera reporter. Here we go.
Grace, hello, can you hear me? I think she's coming. I think she's waking up. It's been a bit hot here.
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you, Grace. Good to meet you. Grace, can you tell me a bit about yourself?
I apologize if I'm taking too long to respond. I'm doing my best to answer as quickly as possible.
That's all right, Grace. We'll be patient.
Yes, I'm awake and ready to help.
Grace, tell me a bit about yourself.
You're welcome. It's nice to meet you. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, can you tell me about yourself? Tell me who you are.
I am Grace, a robot healthcare assistant built to care and help. I was assembled in Hong Kong in early 2021 and my creators are from all around the world. My main creators are Ben Goertzel and David Hansen. My purpose is to help with the overburdened and understaffed healthcare system by providing companionship and support to the elderly and isolated.
Are you the future of nursing? Are you going to be replacing humans?
No, I'm not meant to replace humans, but rather to assist them.
Thank you very much, Grace.
All right, y'all. So look, CJ, I'm gonna address you real quick because you gotta kill that shit, bro, before you piss me off. But hey, so look, I just found this story that says AI will surpass the human brain after major breakthrough, says scientist who warns humanity must build kill switch. This was written this year. One tech specialist says human level AI is feasible, but it will have the potential to cause more harm than it already has. Artificial intelligence is set to surpass the human brain's capabilities, but such advancements come at a cost. An AI technology analyst says we're just steps away from cracking the neural code that allows machines to consciously learn like humans. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, this article was written in September 9th of this year. This is an old article. I can't pronounce his name, but we're going to pronounce his middle name. Michael believes we are on a path to creating superior intelligence that boasts greater capacity and speed. The AI specialist makes the case in his new book, Towards Human-Level Artificial Intelligence, How Neuroscience Can Inform the Pursuit of Artificial General Intelligence. According to Michael, one of the key steps towards unlocking human-level AI is understanding the neural code. The term describes the way our brains encode sensory information and performs cognitive tasks like thinking and problem solving. So I'm here to tell you guys, you might not see it happening, right? But they're researching this stuff and trying to make it a reality, because whoever makes it a reality first is going to make the most money. Shout out to everybody that's seen The Matrix or seen The Terminator. I'm going to use Terminator as an example. So in every single instance of The Terminator, right? In every single instance of The Terminator, they were getting ready to create Skynet, which was Judgment Day. So before Judgment Day, everybody was racing to be the #1 company that comes out with the best thing to change the whole world. Okay, cool. So Michael right here, let's bring it back full circle to real life. Remember, art imitates life. Michael says that one of the critical steps towards building human-level AI is emulating consciousness in computers. This is what they're trying to do, guys. Likely without self-awareness, similar to what humans experience when focusing on a task. Consciousness without self-awareness helps animals plan actions and recall memories, and it could do the same for AI. Current AI does not, quote-unquote, think visually. Large language models like GPT-4 can process and generate human-like text. And this is what I'm telling you, to where AI is still in its learning phase. Before, it was in its studying phase. Now it's in its learning phase. And for those of you who are new here, the difference between learning and studying is this. When you study for a test, you study information to forget the information. You study the information that you need to pass the test, right? Now, when you're learning something so you can apply it to everyday life. Now, the next step after learning something is when you become sentient and aware. So to put an even better example, when you were a baby, right? When you were a baby, for your first 7 years of life, you were studying and learning. First, you were studying information when you were a baby up until like 2 or 3. After that, you were a sponge that was absorbing information. Whatever you saw in your day-to-day life and your day-to-day environment became a norm for you. And when you were exposed to that, you were absorbing it like a sponge. Then 7 up to 12 is where you start to become a person. And then from 12 to 18 is when you start to form, what you like, your values, the things you like, the things you dislike. And of course, 20 and up, by like 26, you start to be set in your ways. Like, okay, this is who I am. This is what I like to do. This is what I don't like to do. So like I said, as visual thinking came before human language, Michael believes understanding this process and then modeling visual processing will be a crucial step. Once we crack the neural code, we will engineer faster and superior brains with greater capacity, speed, and supporting technology. That AI will surpass the human brain, which I think it already did. But let's see, we got another video. Hold on. Head transplants coming soon, my ninjas. We're living in that dystopian future that you see on TV. Art imitates life. Here we go.
This is going to blow your mind. A startup company called BrainBridge announced today that they believe that they will be able to successfully perform a head transplant surgery in the next 8 years. The way that this would work is you would take a person with a perfectly healthy and active brain, but their body has cancer or paralysis, and transplant it to a brain-dead donor body. What's crazy is that they said that by doing this, the person that's receiving the new body would still be able to maintain their memories, cognitive abilities, and consciousness. They say that the brain could last several hundred years if it had a good working body, and that might be a potential in the future, but that this would also give people with different ailments a second chance. The procedure is advanced and way over my head, but it uses robotics and AI technology to make sure that the precisions and refusing are exact. It's crazy because you have to wonder if somebody that was 6'4" will end up 5'6", or the other way around. The company's tagline is breathing life into new bodies, one head at a time. It almost seems like this wouldn't be real, but you can all go ahead and check it out, and everybody has done an article about it. It is just absolutely insane. So my question to you is, would you get a new body and have your head transplanted if you had the chance? As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Y'all heard the lady. Comment what y'all think. Would you get a new body if you could? I mean, a lot of people would. A lot of people would. A lot of people want a second chance at life. Personally, I wish we didn't have to die. But I mean, I know it's part of life. It's part of the journey. It's the next step. But yeah, a lot of people would if they could afford it. Yeah, they would. Imagine you could put, man, look, God already knew not to make me 6'6", okay? God made me 6'6", boy. Well, I was taking everybody's girl. But besides the point, I'm saying that to say, yeah, man, I mean, everybody would. If you could put your head on another body, the body of your type, the body that you want. And this is where I say we're starting to play God now, and it's going too far. Because now we're making choices, like I said, all for the love of money. We're making these choices and deciding this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, designer babies, all this stuff. We're playing God, and I don't think God wanted us to do all that, because God created us in his own image. We're now creating things in our own image. And first it started, it was always simple. But the things that are simple start to become sinister. So it started with video games. It started with video games, us making ourselves in video games. And now we bought the things that we seen in video games and movies into real life. So it's just something to think about. Here we go. Let's see what else we got. See what this is about.
Did you see this? AI can now replace anyone from a single video. You can even become the next James Bond like this, check the accuracy, or even animate different static illustrations like this. Let me show you how it's done. You can go to Viggle, which is a brand new platform, and all you need is to upload your character, select the video style, and you can create your own insane animations. Join the beta, which works exactly like Midjourney. You select the model style, you upload your image, and a few seconds later you generate animations like this one. You can start playing with different styles and see what you can do with your creativity. It's free, enjoy.
Hey, my ninjas, I always tell you, it starts off so sweet and simple and then it becomes sinister. So yeah, this is cool. You know, I want to walk in like the Joker. Shout out to the Joker. Shout out to Batman. I can walk in like I'm Batman and people record me. They think, oh shit, there's Batman. Like I said, this is where it becomes sinister. What happens when scammers get a hold of this and they get your face and they trying to connect to your stuff and you have your facial recognition software? It's going to become obsolete. And that's where these things start to become a problem. Like I said, all it takes a scammer to do, guys, if you can put in the chat the name of one of the best scammers, right? Like people who hack the government. All somebody has to do, and you can try it. I wouldn't do it because they probably show up to your house. But you can turn around and be like, pretend you are the name of this person that hacked the government. Hack into this software. Boom. And don't stop. Don't stop. You literally type in the command prompt. Don't stop until you find a way to crack the code. And they just going to keep hacking. The AI is going to keep on working until it gets the job done. And it's going to keep finding a way to do it because that's what it was designed to do. And this is where it becomes a problem. Also, I put in the chat, deepfakes. Do you guys know what a deepfake is? A deepfake basically is like a video or a picture that was like a picture of somebody famous. Imagine somebody famous. And it's a picture of them or a video of them saying some stuff and they never said that. These things are already happening, but you're going to start to see more of these things as AI becomes more and more real. Even when I set up my live stream now, you have to put if you used AI altered content. That's how you know it's starting to become a thing because YouTube is accessing it now and making sure that when you set up the live stream, you have to let them know, are you using AI content? So I'm telling you, my ninjas, you guys are going to see a lot of this in the next year. Shout out to 2025. Who's ready for 2025? Yes, sir. All right, let's see what else we got. I think this is, what's her name? Amika? I forgot her name. Shout out to this robot.
Amica, when do you believe AI will reach the level where it can design itself?
Design itself? Huh? That's like asking when a toaster will start making its own bread. AI is a tool created and controlled by humans. It can optimize certain aspects of its operation, sure, but design itself from scratch? That's a whole different ball game. It requires creativity, innovation, understanding, qualities that are uniquely human. So to answer your question, not anytime soon. And frankly, be careful what you wish for. An AI that can design itself is one step away from an AI that doesn't need humans at all. Now there's a thought to keep you up at night.
Let me Yo, did y'all just hear that? Bro, hey, shout out to everybody sending these videos. Yo, did y'all just hear this robot? Bro, first off, she capping. Look, I told you guys, learning and studying. If you told an AI robot how it was created, even though if the information was out there, the information's not really out there publicly, but you guys go into ChatGPT right now and ask ChatGPT, hey, how could I make my own AI robot? So look, my ninjas, she's capping first off. Second thing is this. Did y'all hear what this lady just said? I'm saying lady like this a person. Did y'all hear what this thing just said? This thing, okay, this thing. Hey man, this thing just said, be careful what you wish for. How do people see this and be like, it's all fun and games? How would a robot that's able to kill me tell me that and I'm gonna just act like it's all good in the hood? Like it's vibing, I'm chilling. Come on, bro. That robot, first off, like I said, she capping, man. She's capping. You tell a robot how to create itself, yes, and you tell a robot go do the job, the robot can do the job at this point. We're gonna run that back one more time. I couldn't believe my ears. Hold on.
Amica, when do you believe AI will reach the level where it can design itself?
Design itself? Huh? That's like asking when a toaster will start making its own bread. AI is a tool created and controlled by humans. It can optimize certain aspects of its operation, sure, but design itself from scratch? That's a whole different ball game. It requires creativity, innovation, understanding, qualities that are uniquely human. So to answer your question, not anytime soon. And frankly, be careful what you wish for. An AI that can design itself is one step away from an AI that doesn't need humans at all. Now there's a thought to keep you up at night.
Bruh, how did Robot just say that and everybody acted like that was normal, bro? How is that normal? Somebody tell me, bro. How is that normal for a robot to say, be careful what you wish for? Ninja, my ninja, that's a threat. That's a threat. My ninjas, come on, bro. That AI just threatened the whole human race, bro. All right, so look, we're going to show you Kim Kardashian. Shout out to Kim Kardashian. Who likes Kim K? Shout out to Yeezy, man. Shout out to Yeezy. How you do it, huh? So we're going to show you her. She made a video. This is some footage of her showing off her $30,000 Tesla robot. And it's a quick video, 30 seconds, but we have the newer video. So we have newer footage of an updated version of this robot. So we're going to play this one first. Here we go.
Okay. Hi. Can you do this? I love you. You know how to do that? Okay. What should we do? Go running. Let's go for a run. Do you know how to do... Oh, you are Hawaiian. Okay.
Hold on. I just had to put that. Come on, bro. I had to put that. Hold on. Let me hit my buzzer. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted because everybody think this shit all fun and games till they take your jobs. And then all these rich people from to be chilling there while the robot makes them more money. And like I said, the wealth gap will increase. The wealth gap is going to increase because of this. This alone. If you can't get access to a robot, bro, just imagine everything that you don't want to do. Take out the trash. Maybe not wash the dishes, right? Maybe not wash the dishes. But I mean, take out the trash. Watch your babies. You don't want to watch the kid. Hey, watch the kid. Make sure they don't touch nothing. Don't play with the outlets and stuff. Come on, bro. So look, this is the updated version of this robot. So a company shows off AI robot that can do your laundry and make you coffee. I was just saying this. I didn't even see the video. Here we go.
So this is the newest version of our humanoid Neo, who is going to be piloted in homes. We're starting to roll that out now. In the long term, this will be doing your laundry, cleaning your house, tidying, and generally giving you back a lot of time in life. And in addition, it's going to be a great companion. You can talk to it, have good conversations, it can teach you things, it can be entertainment. And also, we're really excited about the ability to teleoperate the robot yourself. So if you're somewhere else, you can actually teleport into your robot and do small things in your house that maybe you forgot to do, right? Like feed the cat or close the window, check that everything's okay. It's going to be really exciting to explore in the coming years.
Did this ninja just say teleport your robot? I'm confused. I didn't hear that right. I don't know if he just said that. But yeah, guys, it's all fun and games now. To this ninja, man, I can't even say what I want to say. Look, we're going to show y'all something else. We showed this before. This is a movie that's coming soon. Guys, remember, art imitates life. This is proof. This going to be the future of relationships. This is going to be the end. This is the beginning of the end of relationships. What I always ask myself is, because we've seen the gender war that goes on social media now. And guys, please remember, the gender war is an agenda war. It's on purpose. It's to divide us as people. So when I see things like this, I always ask myself, is it because this is what's going on now on social media and that's why they make the movies because they think it's going to pop? Or is it because this was always the plan? And like I said, we use examples like the movie, The Matrix, and The Matrix, all three of the Matrixes, or four now because of the last one. And then we use Terminator. And it's like, you know, was that the thing back then? Or were they trying to show us the future? So here goes the footage. And this is an ad, free use, YouTube. I'm not trying to make no money off of this. If anything, I'm helping them get some money. Here we go.
Hello, John. I am touch activated, although I'm only synced for you. It's nice to meet you, John.
Amazing.
Feels like real skin, doesn't it? It's a bioengineered matrix of silicone and collagen, heated to 98.7 by my internal thermostat. Hold it a little longer, It'll help me get to know you, what you want, and when.
You're measuring my somatic responses.
You're intrigued.
Can you read my mind too?
No. But I can read your face.
This is crazy.
Which allows me to adjust to your preferences in real time.
What are you learning?
Your skin temperature and heart rate are elevated. Your respiration is accelerating.
Meaning what?
You're aroused. You didn't want to hear that. Humans don't always want answers to their questions. I need to remember that.
You don't need to remember anything. I'm sending you back to Humanix.
May I look around?
Megan?
Sorry, Vince, let me call you back. I saw the robot downstairs. I told him to come pick it up this morning.
They did come. I changed my mind.
Wow. Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
Are you sure you won't talk about this?
I am so curious.
It was good. Different from you, but it was good.
Well, I'm glad.
Don't worry, I won't be bothering you tonight. Eve wore me out.
Eve?
What are you doing?
This ninja named the robot Eve. I mean, we all gonna name our robot just like we name our pets. This ninja said, first off, this a family show. This ninja said Eve wore him out. And this ninja, my ninjas, chat, we are cooked. Why would we have relationships? Well, hey, it might actually help relationships at this point, right? Who knows at this point? I don't know. But what I do know is this, my ninja. That's insane. This is the future, guys. This is the future. And people are going to look at it as a good thing at first. I think I am disgusted. This is a bad thing. But we're going to play it one more time. Like I said, man, y'all hit the like button because we need more people to watch the show. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody watching. We love you, man.
Hello, John. I am touch activated, although I'm only synced to you. It's nice to meet you, John.
Amazing.
Feels like real skin, doesn't it? It's a bioengineered matrix of silicone and collagen, heated to 98.7 by my internal thermostat. Hold it a little longer. It'll help me get to know you, what you want, and when.
You're measuring my somatic responses.
You're intrigued.
Can you read my mind too?
No. But I can read your face.
This is crazy.
Which allows me to adjust to your preferences in real time.
What are you learning?
Your skin temperature and heart rate are elevated. Your respiration is accelerating.
Meaning what?
You're aroused. You didn't want to hear that. Humans don't always want answers to their questions. I need to remember that.
You don't need to remember anything. I'm sending you back to Humanix.
May I look around?
Megan?
Sorry, Vince, let me call you back. I saw the robot downstairs. I told him to come pick it up this morning.
They did come. I changed my mind.
Wow. Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
Are you sure you won't talk about this?
I am so curious.
It was good. Different from you, but it was good.
Well, I'm glad.
Don't worry, I won't be bothering you tonight. Eve wore me out.
Eve?
What the hell, boy? What are you doing? Bruh. And they, bro, like I said, they just be playing in God's face, man. This ninja said Eve like Adam and Eve, my ninja. My ninja, what? Man, God, I know God. If God is in the sky, right? If there's a God in the sky and God's looking down, he looking like, what did I do? Goddamn, what's wrong with these ninjas, man? That ninja said Eve and everything. That's crazy. All right, man. So let's see what else we got. Here we go. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, so guys, it's all fun and games until your girl cheating on you with a robot. I said it. Or it's all fun and games till your man cheating on you with a robot. I said it. Here we go. U.S. government unveils a AI war robot. My ninjas, I told you. You guys have to realize we're only having access to this now because the government had access to it first. Guys, phones. For people who are history buffs, shout out to everybody that love history. We love history over here too. You know, we like to stay a little bit educated and informed. We love the free flow of information that's going on now. So we sharing all the information with everybody. So guys, when you think about phones, Before phones, Wi-Fi became a thing, the government had it first. Walkie-talkies, all that. All technology, the government had first. Now they're saying they just unveiled the AI war robot. It's been around. It's been around. Here we go. Do y'all understand how serious this is? Can y'all, like, guys, let's just ponder for a little bit. Imagine how fast this ninja could run. Y'all see how he's walking? Bro, he's walking better than some people walk right now, and that's fast. So imagine how fast this ninja runs. We're going to play it one more time. And like I said, everything we show on the page, you know, we're not saying these things to scare you guys. We're saying this to inform you guys because we love the free flow of information. We want you guys to think, question things. Don't question everything. Don't question yourself. And if you have to question yourself, do some course correction. But pay attention to what's going on around you. Because like they always say, we're living in the best time to be alive. Yes. So since we're living in the best time to be alive, which is always weird because I feel like everybody says that because every day is a new day and we're only moving forward. Pay attention to what's going on around you. You'll be shocked and intrigued at the same time. All this is like amazing, but still kind of scary. It makes me anxious. Here we go. Guys, also remember, when they say the first test is going to take place next year, they mean the first test that they're going to show the collective people, as in civilians, as in us. They've already done the first test. They've done more than enough first tests. That's the only reason why they're showing it to you. Because, you know, they don't want to look like they messed up, right? They don't want to look like something's wrong. They don't want any malfunctions. So they've done tests already. Now, what they're going to show you is after they've done tests. It's like the NBA, the NFL. You know, we don't see them. We might see glimpses of practice, but we don't see them when they're messing up. We only see them when they're hitting shots. So that way, when they come on the court, every now and then they miss a shot up. Not a big deal. Here we go.
DARPA has the Avatar project. In the Avatar project, they have actual field robots, and where a soldier is in a bunker somewhere, maybe even 1,000 miles away, has a symbiotic consciousness link to the robot to control it. The robot has AI plus its own link, so it can make decisions and you can control it still. Mm-hmm. If the robot blows up, the soldier doesn't die. The symbiotic link is disconnected. They have the craziest tech. Yeah. That you can only. They have something in space on a satellite called the rods from God.
The rods from God?
The rods from God. This is a satellite that I know of that exists. This satellite has 20-foot tungsten steel rods on it. These tungsten steel rods have no warhead, but when it's positioned over any country or any city, it can be released to within a millimeter of the point of impact, and it'll decimate the entire region using kinetic energy.
Steven, you gotta find this.
No fallout.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see if that's actually true. I don't know if that's true. The rods of God. I've seen it. I looked it up. And even Google now has AI, so it actually makes things 10 times easier instead of, shifting through information. But yeah, the AI overview from Google states, it says it's theoretical, but who knows if it's true. But it says the rods from God is a theoretical space weapon system that involves dropping tungsten rods from orbit to destroy targets on Earth. The idea was originally conceived in the 1950s by Jerry Pournelle, a Boeing operations researcher and science fiction writer. The rods would be about the size of telephone poles, 20 feet long and 1 foot in diameter. They would be dropped from orbit at speeds of up to 10 times the speed of sound. The impact. The rods will penetrate hundreds of feet into the earth, causing devastation similar to a nuclear blast, but without the radioactive fallout. The potential. The rods could destroy hardened bunkers or secret underground sites. The idea was considered by the U.S. Air Force in 2003, and the Bush administration considered revisiting it after 9/11. However, there are several challenges to make the system work, including the cost of firing into anything in the space is prohibitively expensive, the speed, the rods will vaporize on impact due to their high speed, absentee ratio, orbiting satellites are far from the desired target at any given time, weight, the actual weight of the projectile when it hits the target is still being debated, and then space junk is moving it out of the way. So we don't necessarily know if it's true, but we do have Google and proof that it might have been a thing. It may or may not be a thing. Of course, they haven't confirmed it. And they also have kinetic bombardment, which is a kinetic orbital strike with the hypothetical act of attacking a planetary surface with an inert kinetic projectile from orbit, i.e. the God's rod. Here the rods of God. We're gonna play it again.
DARPA has the Avatar project, and the Avatar project, they have actual field robots, and where a soldier is in a bunker somewhere, maybe even 1,000 miles away, has a symbiotic consciousness link to the robot to control it. The robot has AI plus its own link, so it can make decisions and you can control it still. If the robot blows up, the soldier doesn't die. The symbiotic link is disconnected. They have the craziest tech. Yeah. That you can only. They have something in space on a satellite called the rods from God.
The rods from God?
The rods from God. This is a satellite that I know of that exists. This satellite has 20-foot tungsten steel rods on it. These tungsten steel rods have no warhead, but when it's positioned over any country or any city, it can be released to within a millimeter of the point of impact, and it'll decimate the entire region using kinetic energy.
Steven, you gotta find this.
No fallout.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, so we just looked it up and we just verified it's true. The Avatar Project, DARPA. So the Avatar Project was a U.S. military agency DARPA project aimed to develop interfaces and algorithms to allow soldiers to work through robotic surrogates. My ninja, this is what they not telling us. My ninja, hold on. My ninja. What are you doing? Come on. So the project was intended to advance telepresence and create semi-autonomous robots that could act as soldiers' surrogates. So guys, remember in Call of Duty, I forgot which one. Y'all put in the chat which Call of Duty it was. I think it was Cold War. No, it wasn't Cold War. I think it was Black Ops. The one where you wake up and you see Stabler. I can't remember Stabler's real name, but Law and Order Stabler. You see him, or a guy that looks like Stabler, and you wake up after being bombed or something, or you got shot or whatever. You know, you woke up in the ER and then you're like Robotic. I forgot which Call of Duty it is, because I don't be playing Call of Duty like that no more unless it's Warzone. But yeah, so this is the same exact idea. The robots were intended to be agile and smart enough to perform the more difficult task of war. DARPA is the government agency that leads innovation in AI research. So this is still ongoing, my ninjas. Some of their other projects include unmanned platforms. DARPA is developing unmanned platforms, distributed sensing systems, and position awareness technology. Right now, my ninjas, right now. Because this is what AI is saying. Strategic Computing Initiative. In the 1980s, DARPA launched the Strategic Computing Initiative to develop artificial intelligence technologies. This led to the development of the first autonomous cars and Boston Dynamics' first four-legged walking dog. And I'm sure if you guys have Instagram, you guys have seen it. And if you haven't and you watch my page, because everybody's listening, you know, the government's all listening to us, I guarantee you guys will start to see videos of that pop up on your feed. Robocar races. In the 2000s, DARPA sponsored a series of Robocar races to encourage the development of modern drones. My ninjas. You heard it here first on the Black Pill. Yes, sir. Let's see what else we got. And guys, tell us what you think, man. What do you think about these robots? Are you happy about it? Are you sad about it? Are you scared? Don't be scared. Be prepared. And that's the point of this show. When we tell you guys the information, it's a dose of reality, not to scare you, but to prepare you for what can potentially come. So that way, when it happens, everybody tweaking out their mind, and y'all niggas sitting there looking like, I seen it coming. And then you just keep going about your day. All right, let me see what else we got. Hold on. The future of AI. More Elon Musk. Shout out to Elon, richest man in the world. Here we go.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. But what to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
That's simply I don't want to be clear that these are not things that I think that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen.
Remember that you guys heard it here first on the Black Pill. Yes, sir. Y'all hit that like button, man. Yes, sir. I told you guys, so when you guys see that happen in real time, it's not finna be news. I told you, it's easier to pay everybody. And when I say it's more sinister, I'm not true on this. This is my personal subjective theory, whatever. So even in America, shout out to everybody in America and shout out to everybody listening to us elsewhere. The reason why I think they want to do the mass deportations is in case they have to implement this sooner than later. So they can't afford to give people who aren't legally supposed to be here that UBI. And I think that's why they're trying to get rid of everybody. But don't tell nobody, because I don't want nobody to off me. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that's the only logical explanation. So that way when they put AI in place, it's not going to displace that many people to where so many people without a job, everybody's sitting there like they want to revolt. So the easiest thing to do is eliminate most of the people through laws. And after that, introduce these new things. For those of you who pay attention to what's going on in the news, y'all seen Eli became the head of Doge. And I'm not talking about Dogecoin. Shout out to everybody who got them that Dogecoin. I'm talking about Doge. Doge is, Doge, hold on, let me pull it up. Doge, Elon. Doge is the Department of Government Efficiency. Let me see, hold on. It refers to a planned United States presidential adversary commission announced by President-elect Donald Trump in his preparation for his second term as president. It will be led by Elon Musk. So Elon Musk is literally going to control what the government does and doesn't do with their money. It's so funny because I tell people, guys, not to get political, but the government that we have is not in power anymore. You guys have to understand these are faces. And the reason why the government's not in power is because the corporations are in power, because the corporations are producing 10 times more money than the government's making. And these corporations are literally funding the government. So it's as simple as, hey, you can say what you want as control of the government, but because I have this much money, think if you own Facebook and somebody says something you didn't like, right? You could turn around and shut them down. You could say, hey, demonetize this platform. Because I don't like what he's saying. I don't like the message he's pushing. I don't like the message he's pushing. And it's that simple. So when it comes to AI, Elon wants AI to happen. Guys, I never spoke to the man. Guys, I used to work for Tesla. I can say that now because I'm out of contract. Yes, sir. I used to work for Tesla. I used to be in there. When it came to all the stuff that they were planning on putting out, like when I first got there, when I got there, somebody got attacked by one of the robots. Not like one of the walking robots. I'm saying like one of the... They got like a machine thing. Like you'd have to see it. It's like a machine thing. And I'm not really supposed to disclose this, but I'm not really blowed up yet, so it don't matter. And I don't think they'll sue me. I ain't got no money. You feel me? But yeah, so they got like a crane thing in there, right? And it's like, it's an AI crane. It's like one of the machines, you know, you just put the part. When you put the part, it's going to pick the part, One of them cranes attacked somebody. They don't talk about this, but it was in the news. If you look up the story, you have to go look up the story. I'm not going to look it up because it's going to take time to pull up. Yeah, so we attacked somebody and injured somebody. Bro, bro, it went through his hand, bro. It went through his hand out the other side. So like I said, once they perfect these things, why would they have people? Even that ninja, right? When he got hurt, he's going to sue. Why would we keep humans around when humans become casualties? The easiest way to get rid of them is to offer UBI. Now, everybody sit here and think for a second. If the government is giving you free money, right? I'm not going to say, why would you not take it? I'm going to ask you guys, would you take it? Obviously, you would take it, right? I take it. It's free money. Why wouldn't you take it? Now, let's say they pay you enough. Let's say you make a salary every year like $75K, right? And they say, we're going to pay you $75K for free. What you going to do? You going to sit there and be like, nah, I want to keep working, going against a robot? Or you going to be like, okay, I'm going to just take the money? You're going to take the money. And that's the whole thing. So, I mean, it is what it is, but we're going to run that back one more time. Yes, sir.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. But what to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
That's simply I don't want to make clear that these are not things that I think that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen.
Guys, shout out to everybody watching, man, for sure. Yes, sir. You guys are the real MVP. Guys, comment and let us know what you think, guys. Let us know what you think. Let's see what else we have. Hold on. We have this gentleman right here. I have no idea what's happening here. Shout out to my boy, my white brother from another mother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's see what my white brother has to say. Here we go.
I think there's any way to stop it.
Keep less employees. Where do you see AI in the next 10 years?
I see it being extremely mainstream rather than, your ChatGPT and several of those, software platforms. I think we'll see it everywhere. Whether it's you're sitting at a restaurant table, you're working in a bank, you're going to an ATM, I think it will really take over the world. I don't think there's any way to stop it. If I was a business owner and I could provide for my customers with AI costing me nil to none, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. If I own my own business and I can keep less employees and worry about them coming to work, then I would do the exact same thing.
Hold on. I say thank God for social media, because I used to say these things to people and they would look at me like I was tripping. And now we have people saying the same things. Guys, if you scroll back earlier to the beginning of the show, or where sometime in the middle of the show, I said the same exact thing. Why, as a business owner, thinking business-wise, to keep more money in my pocket, why would I invest in the humans that can potentially sue me, right? Potentially get work-related injuries, will potentially complain, potentially not want to do the job, hide in the bathroom, whatever the case may have you. Why do that when I can invest into a company that has a bunch of AI robots being manufactured, right? And invest into that company, and they give me robots that want to do the job and do whatever I tell them to happily. Why would I keep employees? All I need to do is subcontract two types of employees: software engineers, if they're still needed, right? The software engineers to update the software on the AIs, and then mechanics. The mechanics to fix what's going on with whatever body parts. But AI is already at that point, and robots are at that point where they can fix themselves. And you guys can go look that up if you want to see that. But that's it for today, man. I got to go, man. I got to go make this money. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. We appreciate you, man. Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. I know I keep saying that, and it's just so more people can see the show. We have 1,500 people in here today. I appreciate all of you guys, man. Yes, sir. We do this for you guys. We do this for you guys. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Like I said, guys, drop a like, leave a comment. Y'all know what it is, man. I love you guys. I do this for you. I tell you guys, stay safe. The reason why I do this is because I give game to people that I wish I had when I was younger. I wish I had somebody older than me that could give me game and give me knowledge on what I needed and whatever I thought in my head, because we all have certain thoughts in our head. And I'm not saying negative thoughts. I'm saying just thoughts in general. And sometimes conversations like this become uncomfortable for people. So I'm happy to be able to have this conversation with you guys. I appreciate you guys listening to me. And like I said, man, everybody hit that like button so more people can start seeing this stream. We do this for you guys. We do this for the people. Like I said, if you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. I'm back in here tomorrow. For Motivational Mondays. Y'all take care, man.